Good morning, it's Barbara. I'm not going outside, even though it claims that it's nice out. It's not. It's raining. Good morning, it's Barbara. Thank you for joining me for coffee. I have to put my light on because it's so dark in here. Although, I'll be honest, I didn't check it. It might have been okay. I could check it, but I'm not gonna. Good morning. It is still morning here by 3 minutes. Oh, I got in the mood last night and I was binge watching something I've already seen and stayed up till 3:30 in the morning till Dennis came down and said, "Really?" I'm like, okay, I'm coming. I was in fact planning on coming because he came like 6 minutes before the end of the episode I was watching. I was binge watching The Glory, which I have watched before and enjoyed, but it is a great revenge story. Although I will confess that I do fast forward through the revenge parts. The flashbacks, I had asked Dennis what that word was because it wasn't coming. So I fast forward through the flashbacks because, the problem with revenge stories is that something bad always has to happen to initiate the need for the revenge. So since I've seen it before, I just fast forward through those parts because they make me sad. Hold on, I'm going to check this light. Oh, that's perfectly fine. And it's so bright in my face. We have the table a little bit offset so that we can get in and out the sliding glass doors to go outside. And so the light is like right here. In fact, I bumped my head on it yesterday when I was trying to sit down here. So this is perfectly fine. So meanwhile, I stayed up really late. But I had started watching it somewhat late because I read a book yesterday. And the title of the book was Killers of a Certain Age. By Deanne somebody. And I really enjoyed it. In fact, I had a hold on it at my library. But I was going to have to wait weeks. And when I read the blurb, I'm like, I really do want to read this. And it's about 4 old lady assassins. 4 old lady assassins and how they were being wrongly accused and, a little revengey. Very similar to the movie Red, which is one of my favorite movies. It's comedy, whatever, but Helen Mirren is in it. John Malkovich. What was that guy's name we looked up? Morgan Freeman. And of course, Bruce Willis. I'm pausing in between while I try to think of people's names. And Mary Louise Parker. And anyway, it's about ex-CIA people that, the CIA is trying to kill. And, those old guys know what they're doing. Anyway, it's one of my favorites. It's on Netflix at the moment. I'm pretty sure. Red. And I highly recommend it. And I've watched it several times. It's one of those, when you're in the mood kind of things. But anyway, so I was watching The Glory. It's Korean, set in South Korea, but it's dubbed. So you don't have to read it if you want to knit and watch. But anyway, so for some reason last night I just got the urge to just stay up late and stop adulting and just watch this. I didn't even knit, I have to confess. I didn't even knit. So I read a book I wanted to read. I watched this story. I decided I could stay up as late as I want because, nothing pressing to do today. We are going to go grocery shopping. And I did one thing I did yesterday was I made cracker dough. And yesterday morning, we were sitting around before Vicky went to the airport. She got home safe and sound, in case anybody's worried. And I said, oh, maybe I'll make crackers. And Nora says, oh, yes. I mean, that's as close as we get in this house for Aura making a request for some food thing. You know, I mean, she just doesn't. She just loves everything we give her and never asks. Even when we ask for a suggestion, she doesn't usually have one. But so that's as close as we get to a, yeah, you know, could you make me crackers? So I made the dough yesterday, and I'll make the crackers today. And then we'll have crackers. Oh. Do we have almond flour downstairs?
We get when I bought 2 bags.
Oh, good. We have almond flour because I was talking about making biscotti this week because Kim loves it. Kim loves my biscotti, and she's coming and staying overnight with her mom so we can go to State College to my mom's memorial. And, you know, I thought it would be a nice thing to leave her some biscotti because she loves it. So I forgot about that. What's today? Wednesday. So I have plenty of time to do that. So I think I'll make biscotti too. I'll put that on my mental list. Although I do have my notebook. In fact, when I was cleaning the table, I don't know where I got a whole pile of stuff. I think I grabbed a pile of stuff off of the table in the dining room because I had kind of been sticking stuff there. Hold on. I had been kind of sticking stuff there, and I went through and I found an old list. I'm putting make biscotti on this list. See if it helps me remember. I'm going to make crackers on this list too because I have to make the crackers today, and that'll give me something that I can cross off. The other thing is, under the heading of Better Late Than Never, I am putting send birthday card. Tomorrow is Jason, my son's birthday. And the card will not get to him in time for his birthday, but it'll get there late because, you know, I could send a birthday card to my brother because his birthday is tomorrow too. Jason was born on my brother's 17th birthday? No. No. '17th birthday. 17th birthday. Jason was born in 77. My brother was born in 60. So Jason was born on my brother's 17th birthday. So it will be his birthday tomorrow. I am just going to sing him a song. I ordered flowers yesterday. I ordered a big, colorful autumn spray of flowers that'll stand on a pedestal in the front. I had called the church, the UU where we were having the service, and left a message at the office asking them, you know, what people typically do, and do they have a table, should I get, you know, just trying to get a little advice, and they never called me back. So I called the florist, and they said, oh no, we'll send it with a stand. And I'm like, fine, then that's perfect. This is a florist that I have been using for decades. I just call them. I don't use FTD or 1-800-Flowers or anything. Whenever I wanted to send flowers to my mom or my dad, I would call Wood Rings and just do it without any, you know, middleman. And so I went to call them, and their store in State College is closed. So I called their Bellefonte store, which Bellefonte is the next town over. In fact, my parents, the farm's address is Bellefonte. And said, are you the same Wood Rings as State College? Yeah, but they kept raising the rent. We still serve the same area. I'm like, oh, great. Well, then, you know. But it's like, yeah, I get it. In State College, I'm sure the rents are going very high. So So anyway, so I ordered the flowers yesterday. I made crackers yesterday. I read a book yesterday, and I stayed up too late. So that's the story of my day yesterday. Today we're going to the store. A few things we need at the grocery store, like lemons. I'm out of lemon juice. And yeah, and I gotta buy a birthday card. Of course, I could make it, send one of my cards. We'll see. We'll see. But anyway, that's what's happening with me. It is a dreary day out there, and I won't be going out much. It's raining all day, so we'll see how walk goes. But I don't think it's supposed to rain too hard, and we walk in light rain because, we're not sugar. We won't melt. The dogs like it. We just have a short walk, but at least they know that they've had their walk, and they get their what's their due. It's the family dogs. There's only Dennis left to throw the frisbee for Pearl. Poor Pearl. Vicky was throwing it. Kim was throwing it. I don't throw it. So she doesn't nag me. It turns out to be a really plus. But now it's just Dennis. But Dennis has been enough for Pearl for a very long time, so it's not a big problem. Okay, well, that's it for me. I don't know what I'm going to read if I read it. Oh, and this book, Killers of a Certain Age, I enjoyed it a lot. And so I went to see, and it was written in 22. So I went to see if if another book is coming out, and another book is coming out. And guess what? It's being released on my birthday in 2025. So I'm going to order it. Buy myself a birthday present. I had to buy this one because my wait was so long and I was just ready. I'm buying it. I've been treating myself to books, so my allowance credit card starts to add up. But sometimes you just want what you want. I guess yesterday I was in a mood. I'm buying this book and I'm staying up late. But I don't actually feel very bad considering I stayed up till 3:30 in the morning, because it's actually very common for me to only get 6 hours of sleep. And Dennis didn't bring me my coffee till 9:30, which is our typical time for doing that, if we're doing that. So yeah, and I slept okay. And I didn't have trouble falling asleep. So yeah, I was in a mood. I'm in many moods these days, some of them very flat though. But anyway, so I'm gonna go. Thank you for listening. I will finish binging The Glory tonight. I think I only have 5 episodes left. I know what happens since I've seen it before. And maybe I'll even knit while I do that. I should knit. Meanwhile, I've started a list here. I need to think about, I think I'll wash the sheets that are going to be on Christy's bed when she comes. I think she's going to be on the blow-up bed in my craft room, and then she doesn't disturb Aura's schedule, and Aura doesn't disturb her schedule, and that works out very well. And I'm going to have to swish some toilets because it's going to be a while between maid service and Christy coming. So I will do that too. And I'm putting that on my list. I'm making a list. What else should I be doing? Yeah, I can't think of anything. Crackers and biscotti, and I need to be sure and make the biscotti without Splenda so Christy can have some. So I will work on that. Biscotti are actually quite easy to make, But because I make them with almond flour instead of regular flour, and I don't use regular sugar, we need to dehydrate them to get them dry and crispy, rather than just count on the second bake to make them crispy. And so they take a day because they dehydrate overnight. I haven't had the dehydrator out in a really long time. Well, I go through phases. You might have noticed that. I go through phases. So I was making biscotti regularly, and then it was like enough with the biscotti, much to Kim's dismay. And yeah, so I'll make biscotti. She would like that. That will be my thank you gift for her coming to stay with her mom. And she had something she had to do Sunday night, and she made arrangements for her brother Gary to come and stay with his mom. So she took care of it. She just said, yes, you go, and I'll, and then when she needed to make arrangements, she made the arrangements and didn't say, oh, I can't be there on the evening. She took care of it, and I appreciate that. So I will make her a thank you gift. Meanwhile, I guess I'm going to go, and I probably said that already. Please take good care of yourself. Sending all my healing thoughts out into the world for many, many people. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Please take good care of yourselves. Stay safe and stay sane.